Hi, today we're going to unlock something very special for your English journey. The topic is Think Smart, Speak Fluent. And no, this isn't just another English lesson. It's about changing the way you think so that the words you need come to you naturally and fluently, just like in your native language. Whether you're at work, talking to friends, or ordering a coffee, being fluent in English can boost your confidence and open so many doors. But to speak fluent English, you don't need a big vocabulary. What you need is a smart way of thinking and speaking every single day. Let's begin by thinking about how we learn languages as children. We don't memorize grammar rules first. We just listen, copy, and repeat. We understand through context. That's thinking smart. So, if you want to speak fluent English, stop worrying too much about mistakes and instead focus on how people actually speak. Fluency is not about speaking fast. It's about speaking clearly, confidently, and without stopping too much to think. That's where smart thinking comes in. Thinking smart means preparing your mind with the right tools, phrases, sentence structures, and habits that help you speak smoothly. It's like having a small toolbox in your brain that you can use anytime, anywhere. Now let's think of your daily life. Imagine you wake up in the morning and you want to practice English. Start by talking to yourself. Say something like, I am going to make breakfast. I will use 2 eggs, some bread, and milk. You don't need to wait for a teacher or a partner. You can be your own best teacher if you practice this way. Keep your sentences simple. Speak slowly at first, but speak often. That's smart practice. You're training your brain to think in English. Let's take a small moment to do a quick practice. Imagine it's morning. You've just opened your eyes. What do you say to yourself in English? Try saying this in your mind or out loud. Good morning. Time to wake up. I have a lot to do today. First, I will take a shower. Then I will have breakfast. Repeat it with me again. Good morning. Time to wake up. I have a lot to do today. First, I will take a shower. Then I will have breakfast. This is smart thinking. You are training your brain to use English for real-life thoughts. Thinking smart also means choosing useful words. Many learners try to use big words or fancy vocabulary, but native speakers don't always speak that way. In daily life, we use simple, practical phrases. For example, instead of saying, I will consume my meal now, just say, I'm going to eat. Simple, clear, and smart. Don't try to impress with big words. Impress with natural speech. Another way to think smart is to build sentence patterns in your mind. For example, get comfortable with the sentence. I need to. You can say, I need to go. I need to buy groceries. I need to finish my work. Just one structure, but so many sentences. That's thinking smart. Less effort, more fluency. Let's do a small practice now. Repeat these sentences after me. I need to call my friend. I need to clean my room. I need to go shopping. I need to study English. Now pause for a moment and make 2 of your own sentences using I need to. Say them out loud or whisper them to yourself. That's the kind of small practice that builds real fluency over time. Let's go deeper into how smart thinking helps your speaking. Smart thinking means thinking in phrases, not individual words. When you want to speak English, don't try to translate word by word from your language. Instead, think in chunks. For example, instead of thinking, I am going to the market, you should think, I'm going to the market, all at once. This makes your speaking smoother, so try to learn phrases like, Can I help you? Do you have a minute? Or, That sounds great. These are natural chunks of English that help your brain work faster. Another great way to build fluency is by preparing for daily conversations in advance. That's smart thinking again. If you know you are going to a cafe, prepare some common phrases. For example, "Can I have a coffee, please?" Or, "Do you have almond milk?" These may sound small, but when you prepare them in your mind, they come out fluently in real situations. Here's a short practice for you. Imagine you are at a coffee shop. Try speaking out loud with me. "Hi! Can I have a cappuccino, please?" "Yes, medium size." "No sugar, thank you." "Can I also get a chocolate muffin?" Now it's your turn. Say it on your own. Take a breath, smile, and try. This is how you build speaking confidence without stress. Thinking smart also means listening smart. Listen to how native speakers talk. Don't just watch for subtitles. Listen to the tone, the rhythm, the small phrases like, "You know," "I mean," "kind of." These small phrases make your English sound natural. You can find them in movies, podcasts, YouTube videos, or even real-life conversations. Copy those phrases, use them in your speech. That's how you sound fluent and confident. Let's take another practice moment. Repeat these phrases with me. "You know what I mean?" "It's kind of hard to explain." "I mean, it's not a big deal." "That's what I'm talking about." These are everyday expressions that make your English more alive. Don't just learn grammar rules. Learn the music of English. Speak like people speak. And finally, smart thinking means being patient with yourself. Fluency doesn't happen in one day. It's like growing a plant. You have to water it every day with small practices. Don't wait for perfect English. Just speak. Speak with your family, with your mirror, with your phone, even with me, right here. Make speaking part of your daily life. That's how you think smart, and that's how you speak fluent. Let's talk about fear, the fear of speaking English. This fear is common, but it's also the biggest block to fluency. Most people don't speak, not because they don't know English, but because they are afraid of making mistakes. Now here's the truth. Even native speakers make mistakes. They forget words, change sentences midway, or correct themselves while speaking. So why are you so afraid? Thinking smart means giving yourself the freedom to speak, even if it's not perfect. Because perfect English doesn't exist. Fluent speakers are not perfect speakers. They are just confident speakers. And confidence comes from speaking more and worrying less. Start thinking of mistakes as steps forward, not backward. Every time you make a mistake and realize it, you improve. But if you stay silent, you learn nothing. So, the next time you hesitate, take a deep breath and speak anyway. The smart thing to do is speak with courage, not with fear. Nobody becomes fluent by staying quiet. Here's a little exercise. Say out loud, "It's okay to make mistakes." Repeat it again. It's okay to make mistakes. Now say, "Every mistake makes me better." Say that again. Every mistake makes me better. Feel how your mind relaxes when you accept that making mistakes is part of learning. This shift in thinking is powerful. You are no longer afraid. You are in control. Let's return to daily life. Imagine you are talking to someone at work or in your neighborhood. You want to give an opinion, but you're unsure about the sentence. What should you do? Think smart. Use phrases that give you time to speak clearly. Say things like, "In my opinion," "I believe that," or "From my point of view." These are strong sentence starters. They help you speak with clarity. You don't need complex grammar. You just need familiar patterns. That's what fluent people do. They use a toolbox of common phrases to sound clear and confident. Here's a quick practice. Repeat after me. In my opinion, this is a great idea. I believe that learning English is fun. From my point of view, this is a smart solution. These sentences are simple, but sound natural and fluent. Now pause and create your own sentence using each phrase. Speak them out loud. Don't just think, say them. This is how you train fluency into your voice. Another powerful trick is to use linking words. Words like and, but, so, because, and then can connect your ideas smoothly. Fluent speech is not just about correct words. It's about flow. When you say, I like to read books, but I don't have much time. The sentence flows like a river. It feels complete. Practice this smart strategy. Connect your ideas. Don't speak in broken pieces. Build longer thoughts with simple connectors. Let's practice this too. Repeat with me. I want to go out, but it's raining. I'm learning English because I want a better job. I had breakfast, and then I went to work. Try to make 2 more of your own. Use these connecting words to join your thoughts. You'll be amazed how fluent you sound just by using this simple trick. Thinking smart also means having ready answers. Think of questions people often ask you. What do you do? Where are you from? What are your hobbies? Prepare your answers now, so you don't struggle later. This is a speaking shortcut. For example, for what do you do? You can say, I work as a teacher, or I'm currently studying. For where are you from? Say, I'm from India, or I live in Brazil. Don't wait to think in the moment. Think smart. Prepare in advance. Let's do a short simulation. Imagine someone asks, what do you do? Answer out loud. Now imagine they ask, where do you live? Answer again. Next, what do you like to do in your free time? Speak your answer. You can say, I like reading and watching movies, or I enjoy listening to music and going for walks. These are practical answers you can reuse again and again. The more you say them, the easier they become. Also, thinking smart is about learning the language that matches the moment. When you're at a doctor's clinic, you don't need romantic movie phrases. You need sentences like, I'm not feeling well, or I have a headache. If you're at the airport, you need, where is gate number 5? Or, how long is the flight delay? Fluency means knowing what to say, when to say it. And the best way to learn this is to observe real situations and collect useful phrases. Let's try some role play now. You're at a doctor's clinic. Repeat after me. Good morning, doctor. I have a sore throat. It started 2 days ago. I also have a little fever. Now imagine you're at the airport. Excuse me, where is Terminal 2? What time is the boarding? Can I get a window seat, please? These are simple, everyday phrases. They don't sound advanced, but they sound fluent, and that's the goal. Another tip is to use your phone as a speaking partner. Yes, your phone. Open the voice recorder and speak about your day. For example, say, today I went to the market. I bought some vegetables. Then I came home and cooked lunch. Listen to it. Repeat it. Try to improve the flow. Try again the next day. This kind of solo practice is powerful. You'll start to notice your mistakes and slowly correct them. You'll also hear your progress. Let's do one now. Repeat after me. Today was a busy day. I woke up early. I had an online meeting. Then I cleaned the house. Say it again in your own words. Change some details. Add more. After lunch, I watched a movie. In the evening, I went for a walk. This is smart practice. You are learning to describe your day, something we do all the time, and you're doing it in English. Now let's touch on vocabulary. Smart thinking doesn't mean knowing thousands of words. It means knowing useful words and knowing how to use them. Focus on words you need every day. Words like buy, go, eat, need, like, want. These are your core words. Learn different ways to use them. For example, I like music. I like cooking. I like talking to my friends. Just by changing the last word, you build many fluent sentences. This is smart word use. Let's do a quick word practice. Say these sentences after me. I want to learn English. I need a break. I go to work every day. I eat dinner at 8. Now change the last word. Say, I want to travel. I need help. I go to the gym. I eat pasta. Keep playing with the same verbs and different nouns. You will be shocked how many sentences you can make with just a few words. And always remember, fluency is not memorizing big grammar books. Fluency is speaking, listening, repeating, adjusting. It's daily work. It's choosing simple words, repeating useful phrases, and slowly building your confidence. Every conversation you practice, every sentence you say, adds to your fluency. So don't wait for perfect grammar. Don't wait to become fluent before you speak. Speak to become fluent. That's the smart way. Now let's talk about listening. Because speaking fluent English is not just about speaking, it's also about listening smartly. If you want to speak well, you must listen well. But what does it mean to listen smartly? It means to listen with attention, not just hear words. When you listen to someone speaking English, don't just try to understand the meaning. Also notice how they say things. Listen to the tone, the rhythm, the pauses, and the flow. This helps your brain absorb natural speech patterns. The more you listen, the more you'll start speaking like that too. Start with short audio clips or short videos in English. Watch them with subtitles, then without subtitles. Try to repeat what you hear. Try to mimic the tone. You don't need to copy the accent, but you can copy the clarity. Even 10 minutes a day of focused listening can make a huge difference. This is what smart learners do. They learn not just by books, but by listening actively and copying what they hear. Let's do a small exercise. Imagine someone says, I'm going to grab a coffee. Want to come? Try repeating that. I'm going to grab a coffee. Want to come? Listen to the rhythm. Don't say it word by word. Say it like a native speaker. Let the words flow together. Another one. I'll call you later, okay? Repeat it now. I'll call you later, okay? These short, natural expressions are what make you sound fluent, so practice them often. Next, let's talk about thinking in English. This is one of the smartest things you can do. Most people translate from their native language to English, but this slows them down. To be fluent, you have to reduce translation. And the best way is to start thinking in English. You don't have to think about big ideas. Just think small thoughts in English, like, I'm hungry. It's hot today. Where is my phone? These are simple daily thoughts, but if you practice thinking them in English, your fluency grows faster. Every morning, give yourself 5 minutes to think in English. Look around and describe what you see. The sky is blue. I see a car. The baby is crying. Do this while walking, cleaning, waiting for a bus, anytime. Make English part of your mental habit. The more you think in English, the easier it becomes to speak English. Thinking smart means training your brain to be ready, not just your mouth. Here's another trick: storytelling. Telling small stories helps improve sentence structure, vocabulary, and flow. You don't need to be a writer. Just tell simple stories from your life. For example, yesterday I went shopping. I bought vegetables and fruits. Then I met a friend on the way home. We had tea together. These stories are short, real, and useful. When you practice them, you learn to express yourself better. Let's try one together. Repeat this story after me. Last weekend, I visited my cousin. We played board games and laughed a lot. In the evening, we went out for dinner. It was a fun day. Now, create your own story about a weekend, a day at work, or a family visit. Speak it out loud. Make it part of your daily routine, even if no one is listening. Speak. That's how fluency grows. A smart learner also pays attention to common mistakes and learns from them. For example, many people confuse he and she, or forget to add s in third-person singular like he goes, she likes. Some forget the right prepositions, in, on, at. These are small but important things. You don't have to master them overnight. Just notice your own patterns. When you repeat a mistake, take a moment and correct it. That's smart learning. Let's practice correcting some sentences. Say this: she go to school. That's incorrect. Now say, she goes to school. That's correct. Another one, I am agree. No, say, I agree. One more, he is married with 2 kids. Not with, say, he is married and has 2 kids. These corrections may feel small, but they are big steps towards speaking clearly and correctly. Now, let's build your speaking stamina. Many learners can speak 1 or 2 sentences, but then they stop. They don't know what to say next. To be fluent, you need to build your ability to speak longer without stopping. This means practicing continuous speech. You can start by talking about your routine. Say, I wake up at 7, then I brush my teeth and take a shower. After that, I eat breakfast and get ready for work. Try to speak like this for 1 minute without stopping. Slowly, build to 2 minutes. Then 5. This is speaking stamina. This is fluency in motion. Here's a practice you can do now. Talk about your favorite food. Say what it is, why you like it, how it's made, and when you usually eat it. Try to speak for 1 full minute. Don't stop. If you pause, keep going. It's okay to make small errors. Your goal is to keep the flow. This will make you feel more comfortable in real conversations because your brain gets used to thinking and speaking at the same time. Let's also touch on confidence. Smart fluency is not just about knowing English. It's about believing that you can speak English. Many people know enough English, but they stay silent because they lack confidence. Remember, fluency is a feeling. You must feel fluent to speak fluently. That's why practice, repetition, and daily conversations matter. They build your muscle memory. The more you speak, the more you trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, you speak without fear. Now say this with me. I can speak English. Say it again. I can speak English confidently. Say it 1 more time. I am becoming fluent every day. These affirmations are not magic, but they remind you that you are on a journey. And with daily effort, you'll reach your goal. To end this video, let's review what smart fluency really means. It's not about speaking perfectly. It's about speaking regularly. It's not about memorizing long word lists. It's about using real, daily English. It's not about having an accent. It's about being understood. It's not about speed. It's about clarity. It's about thinking smart, training your brain to use English in everyday moments. It's about speaking smart, using simple structures and common phrases to express your thoughts. And it's about practicing smart, using your time, your phone, your surroundings, and your routine to build your skills. So now, go back and re-watch this video. Practice the exercises again. Speak the sentences out loud. Make your own examples. Build your own stories. Talk to yourself in English when you're walking, cooking, or waiting. Record your voice and listen. Notice your improvement. celebrate your progress, because every word you speak brings you closer to fluency. Thank you so much for watching. You are not just learning English. You are learning how to think smart and speak fluent. And remember, English is not just a subject, it's a skill. And like every skill, it grows with time, practice, and belief. Keep practicing, keep believing. I'll see you in the next video.